Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Locking Down the Ladder. As always, it's LegnaK. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. Today is our third team of the whole new Locking Down the Ladder idea, of bringing in a Pokemon that's not very used. This week, or this flavor of the week I should say, is Ninjask, and we're also bringing in Sandaconda from, I think it was like the second or third episode of doing this. I had to bring Sandaconda. Like, that was such... Like, I had to, start utilizing Sandaconda. It's such a nasty Pokemon. It's so nasty. But, before we even get into anything, let's talk about this team. This team, I did a lot of testing on Showdown. It is absolutely brutal. It is a disgusting, horrible team. Like, this is what you guys would call a denial team. Pretty much it is to make people as upset as humanly possible. Most of my Pokemon have some kind of way to flinch. TOGEKISS is Serene Grace with Air Slash. Celesteela's got Air Slash. She's Assault Vest. Rock Slide, Glare on Sandaconda. This is going to be one of those teams that are going to be incredibly toxic in the sense of I actually don't feel comfortable playing with it, but at the same time it feels so right type deal. I say that because I've gotten so used to it, and I've actually done pretty well with this team. It's a very harsh team, but Ninjask. The reason we chose Ninjask is because it's an adamant nature life form. All you got to do is protect once, and you outspeed literally everything on the field besides certain scarf things. But you have access to Dig, which is a max Quake that takes out a good chunk of the competition. Night Slash, which is also a good chunk in that competition, such as Spectrier, Dragapult, and a couple other things I can't think of right off the bat. But then we also have Dual Wing Beat on here, which allows us to potentially 2KO Urshifu. Do apologize. Break Sashes, all that jazz. It's a pretty solid thing. Max Airstream actually one-hit KOs Venusaur. So, makes it a very, very viable Pokemon. I honestly, truly believe that Ninjask is a sleeper pick. It's not something that you can bring into every single match, but is one of those Pokemon that, like, once it gets able to be used, it's a terrifyingly good Pokemon. We have the Power Herb Nihilego with Protect, Meteor Beam, Power Gem, and Sludge Bomb. It's your kind of standard Nihilego set. She's a timid nature, and she's built to also do as much damage as possible. She's able to do, I think it's like she can OHKO Landorus if done correctly, if it's a, like, quick attack Landorus. Not quick attack, but like, no invested, like, defenses. I do apologize, I'm still kind of waking up from this. I tried to sleep and I stayed up for over 24 hours trying to reset my sleep schedule. Went to bed at 8 o'clock, woke up at midnight. So we have Assault Vest Celesteela. If you guys do not know the Celesteela, this is a Celesteela I've used since 2017. It is an absolute bulky monster of a Pokemon. There's going to be a Pokepaste down below if you guys want to try it yourselves on Showdown, and there's also going to be, the team rental sheet for Twitter, if you guys want to try it there. But definitely come check out my Discord. It's completely free and everything. We do team building there. I do team buildings. If you need help with a Pokemon team, I will happily do that. But continue on, Celesteela is Assault Vest with Air Slash, Flamethrower, Giga Drain, and Flash Cannon. My bad. Had to think about that for a second. But, it's a really, really, really powerful, really offensive set. She's able to chunk a lot of damage. Sandaconda, we kind of talked about her a little bit. Leftover set, she's Impish. She's made for straight bulk. She's got Protect, Glare, Rock Slide, and Stomping Tantrum, just to get Pokemon out of there, like if they're just going to be too much of a threat, or if I just want to get this match over with. She's also Gigantamax capable, with the extra little residual damage of being stuck in a sand tomb. Really, really, really helpful. Really helpful. I've had to use it a couple times myself. But now we come to TOGEKISS. This TOGEKISS I've actually used since January of 2020. It's a very bulky TOGEKISS. It's able to handle even like Electro Ball, like Electro Ball Regieleki, does not kill it. She's weakness policy, so like if I were to Dynamax, that's when she can't be killed. I should stress that she does die if it's not a Gigantamax or a Dynamax. I'm getting ahead of myself. Still waking up. Do apologize. But it's got Follow Me, Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, and Flamethrower. We're going Serene Grace. That way we have the chance of, Flamethrower. We have a 60% chance to flinch, which just makes her a very good denial Pokemon. And then we have a Sand Rush. We have Sand Rush, Dracozolt, Bolt Beak, Stomping Tantrum, Air Slash, and Dragon Claw, I believe. I don't use Dracozolt nearly as much as the rest of the Pokemon, but I do feel like it's a really, really solid pick. It's a really solid Pokemon. But I think that describes the team a little bit, and we'll, explain more what we do as we get into these battles. I realize that, we're already 5.5 minutes in as I'm trying to explain the team. I realize the past few times I have not explained the teams. I'm going to try and get better at that, from here henceforth, upcoming teams and whatnot. But here we go, guys. We got our 5 matches that we're going to be doing. Let's just go ahead and jump into this, and we'll do some game play-by-plays. Alright, I'm going to change the song. We'll go for In the Fog. Can never go wrong with In the Fog. It's a good song. It's a good battle song. Actually, can we go to Rose in Time? Yes, we can, thankfully. Alright, so, I'm already going to say this. I'm really sad that we've already, we're not using the Dome Ice team anymore. I actually went up against Orange Steve yesterday on stream. Both teams kind of, par each other really, really well. I think he actually ended up winning that best of 3, but it was on Showdown, so I didn't actually record it or anything. Which, speaking of that, I really, really, really have to upload our best of 3s. I've been terrible of uploading best of 3s. I know I've been wanting to upload those. I think I've only uploaded, 1. So it's definitely something I gotta do. But, as we're waiting for our opposing trainer, let's get our question of the day out of the way. What is your favorite Gigantamax Pokemon? Honestly, I'm going to have to say my personal favorite is something I hadn't really thought about, because I don't really use Gigantamax Pokemon very much. Some of them are really cool, but then there's others that are, even better. I have to say probably my favorite is Colossal. Colossal might be my favorite one, solely for the fact being is Colossal is a great, great G-Max Volcalith, as long as it's not a rock type, it's doing extra damage. It's already got a great ability, it's already got great stats. And unfortunately, we did not get our trainer right off the bat. That's really, really, really annoying. But let's just try it again. Let's show everybody our info. Why not? We always look forward to people seeing our info. I mean, we always look forward to seeing other people's info. Why not, share the love? People can try out the team and everything. If they want to build it themselves, whatnot, if they don't find my channel. Chances are you're not going to find my channel just looking at the team. Just looking at the team name and everything. Because I've actually really considered buying Shield, and just, having my name as LegnaK TTV on there to make it a little bit easier, advertise myself, all that jazz. I might actually do that. Who knows? Why not? But let's really hope that we can find a teammate tonight, because if we can't find anything tonight, this is just going to be a very awkward, very, very awkward, locking down the ladder. It's going to be a very awkward locking down the ladder. So much to the fact that it's this team is so terrible, so dreadful that, the game's just not going to let us play. So I'm really hoping, because we're already almost 10 minutes into this before we even get to our first match, which I don't edit these videos very often. I don't think I've actually edited a video yet. I mean, worst comes to worst. Worst comes to absolute worst. I can, upload this separately and just be this is why locking down the ladder's a little bit later. And, if we just still don't get anybody within this next one, we just go to bed. That simple. We just go to bed. I don't know why we're not finding anybody at all. This is really, really awkward. It's really awkward. So let's just change the music. Maybe that's going to help. Nope. Alright, we're going to give this one last shot. And if not, well, this is going to be a very, very awkward situation, guys. And I do wholeheartedly apologize. Let's just not show the team info, okay? We're not going to show the team info. Because obviously, we extended the olive branch and we said, hey, here we go, try it out. But it's not happening. It's not happening. Let's go ahead and let's be stingy. Let's not show off our team. Will this work? Oh man, I'm so glad that I've started adding chapters to these battles. That way you guys know when to skip. We can say, okay, 10 minutes and 15 seconds is our battle 1. XXX. Battle 2. I'm so glad that we do that. I'm so glad that we do that now. I feel like it's a little bit easier. Look at that. Almost 10:15. 10:15 on the dot. Calling that right now. I love that. You love to see it. Alright, so this is a very interesting team. Very Trick Room. Very Trick Roomy. Very Trick Roomy. I like this. I actually really don't. I actually really don't like this. Celesteela is a definite must here. Celesteela, and I'm believing Sandaconda might be another really good play. Nihilego seems to be good, but at the same time, I'm not risking that. I'm definitely bringing Dracozolt, and I definitely think TOGEKISS might be the last good one that we could use. TOGEKISS kind of has a problem against Stack Attack, but then again, we just have a huge issue against Trick Room in general. We rely on a lot of denial with that. We actually uploaded a video probably about a week ago by the time this is going up. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was. I can actually look that up right now. Oh, it's only 3 days ago by the time of uploading this. I don't know why I thought it was a week ago. I don't know why we thought it was a week ago. But anyways, we uploaded a video on showing just how terrible this team can be. Alright, so let's get into this one. I'm really excited. It's about time that we finally get a match going. We waited long enough, folks. Let's get into this. I love this song. I really think I'm going to go back to like the gym leader theme because like that gets me like really pumped. Alright, so there's Rabombi and Big Stack Attack. Alright, so this is a slightly obnoxious one. This is a really slightly obnoxious one. We could very well, as much as I want to Dynamax Celesteela here, which may be the play, I think Dynamaxing Celesteela and Glaring might be an alright idea. I think Steel Spiking and Stomping Tantrum, or not Stomping Tantrum, High Horsepower into this. Now we may have, an ally switch here, but Celesteela is 1 point faster. Celesteela is 1 point faster than Sandaconda in order to, get boosts, get speed boosts, get all that extra, like, additional stuff going on. That's also, say he switches in Tapu Fini, we can go for max overgrowth, and that completely negates the the Misty Terrain. That way we can still go for flinch or paralyzing and stuff like that. That's kind of one of the big game plans for this team, is to sit there and deny as much as we can. So I'm really feeling like our best bet is to max Steel Spike and to High Horsepower. That way we do as much damage as we possibly can. I want to deny this guy. Now we can obviously, as I said, see a Celesteela. So he's going to Dynamax his Stack Attack. Why did I say Celesteela? I meant to say Trick Room. I can see Ally Switch coming in. I can see, a Speed Swap happening. Speed Swap actually seems like a very reasonable idea. Actually, genuinely terrifying. Yep, there's a Speed Swap. So, the thing is, I'm not too entirely worried because both our teammates handle this very, very well. I'm not really too worried. As I just said, Steela handles this well. The Flash Cannon's going to pick up some extra damage. We're going to get some defense going here. We see it's not a Shuckaberry, which is really, really good for us because this High Horsepower is going to do a lot of damage. It's going to do a lot of damage. I could see it probably doing about 30 to 40% if we're lucky. Yeah, look at that. About 30%. So the Rabombi is the only thing taking damage here. I'm not worried about this in any way, shape, or form. Let's go ahead and Steel Spike again. Let's get this Rabombi out of here. And we're going to High Horsepower. We're going to High Horsepower here. Now, this could backfire. I could really see a potential ally switch here, but I'm really going with my gut feeling that he's not going to ally switch. I'm really going with my gut feeling that he's not ally switching here. Really going with my gut feeling that he's not ally switching. But if he does, that's going to be... It's going to be a little awkward. Awkward. As I said, awkward. Awkward, awkward, awkward. This is fine, though. He's going to max Knuckle, which is okay. That's actually best case scenario for us, kind of. Because we're just going to boost our defenses again. Like, that's all we got to do, guys. We just got to boost defenses. I'm not worried about this. I think Celesteela might actually pick up a KO here, because Celesteela is incredibly offensive. Oh, she just barely misses out on getting that KO, which that's a perfectly non-issue. That's a perfect non-issue, folks. This is going to do not much, because we do not have much, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, it wasn't going to do very much at all. I saw that coming a mile away. So we may lose Steela here. We very well may lose Steela here. But I'm going to go ahead and Rock Slide. We're actually going to go for a big old Rock Slide here. It's going to hit both. It's not going to kill the Stack Attacker, but Life Orb damage, residual Life Orb damage, it's going to do that, and I might as well just get the Rock Slide going. Because that will kill the Rabombi. Because we do outspeed Rabombi because of the whole, you know, speed swap and everything. Very interesting team here. I really like seeing speed swap Rabombi. It's very, very scary at times. So it's a shame that we're not being able to show y'all the denial side of everything, that we're just having to go like hyper offensive. That's perfectly fine. I'm seeing Tapu Fini here. That's okay. That's perfectly a-okay. I'm not worried about Tapu Fini. I'm really not worried about Tapu Fini at all. So Max Rockfall is going to either just barely miss a KO or it's just going to KO. As I said, just barely missing that KO. You love to see it, folks. You absolutely love to see it. Absolutely love this Pokemon. It's not going to be enough because it's a very bulky, so that's a very bulky Finny. I've never seen a bulky Finny like that. It's probably 252, 252, I could see. Here comes a Rock Slide, because that's all we need. It's going to purr down just below half, you know, extra like residual damage there. You can't complain about that. It's really, really good. So here comes a Rabombi again, I think, right? Yep, here comes a Rabombi. Steela's probably going to go down here. We are like as defensively bulky as possible. But we're going to go for a Giga Drain here, and we're going to go for a Rock Slide because there's no way, there's absolutely no way that he KOs Sandaconda unless he doubles into Sandaconda or gets a crit. I could see both actually happening, maybe a Muddy Water, a Stray Muddy Water coming in. That's actually really okay. I just hope that this Muddy Water doesn't, like, connect. I was asking too much, that's fine. That's okay. That's not a problem at all, folks. So here comes the Rock Slide. It's probably going to take out this Rabombi, which is really good. Alright, she's taking extra residual damage. This is definitely a Wiki Berry of some sorts. I say Wiki Berry, but some kind of Pinch Berry. We're definitely bringing in Dragozolt here. We're definitely bringing in Dragozolt here. I can't see why we don't bring Dragozolt, because if he has Landorus in the back, we just hard switch. That's all we do. Okay, so it's Mudsdale. That's perfectly fine. We just, as I said, we just hard switch. Actually, I don't even think he has Landorus. I was thinking the Mudsdale. I was definitely thinking Mudsdale. I don't know why I said Landorus. So we're going to fake it out. We're going to just hard switch Togekiss here, and we are going to go ahead and protect, get a little bit of residual health back here. Playing really risky here. I'm also hoping that he goes for like a Rock Slide or something to proc our weakness policy. Because if he procs our weakness policy, that'd be really great. That's like best case scenario for us. Because we had just like Dazzling Gleam, or we can Air Slash. It may be not own tempo. Does it get inner focus? It does get inner focus. It might be inner focus. Sandaconda, we're definitely going to get that protect off, thankfully. Muddy Water is going to be... Oh, he's actually going to go straight for this. Very interesting that he did not go for that. Really surprised here. I'm actually really surprised. I'm fine, though. This is perfectly a-okay. I'm not problematic at all here. Alright, and as soon as the Misty Terrain goes away, we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and go for an Air Slash. Hopefully we outspeed this and we go for a Rock Slide. Just trying to do as much, like, defensive damage as we possibly can. So he actually does outspeed, which is really, really unfortunate. I hate to see it. I hate seeing that. It makes me very sad. We actually may lose here, solely for the fact being is, well, you know, this Mudsdale may actually have us in the KO range for a heavy slam. Oh, that does nothing. So, yep, there's the heavy slam. That's game. Yeah. That's really rough. That's really, really rough because we can't do anything now. And I hate being the guy to sit there and say, you know, I'm going to forfeit, but there's really nothing that we could do. Mudsdale kind of proved to be too much of a problem, especially with the speed swap. That is just heart-wrenching. Because we literally cannot do anything here. All he's got to do is just protect, and we're just going to take that loss. That's always terrible, starting a game off, like starting a new team off with a loss. I hate it. I hate the feeling of it because, you know, the team does so good, and then all of a sudden it's just like, no, it's not happening. I was also expecting a protect here. Really sucks. Really sucks. I was expecting a protect there. There's nothing we can do here. He's just going to iron defense. That's all he's going to do. So we're just going to forfeit because I know he's just going to toy with us. I have absolutely no interest in continuing on with, you know, somebody toying with us. I have absolutely no interest. That's just going to waste everybody's time. Absolutely waste of time. I'm not going to do that. So it's really unfortunate that we did not get a chance to, you know, do any denials and stuff like that. That was definitely the plan, was trying to get as many denials as we can, but that stack attack was just too much of a threat. Alright, Bottle of Zinc, thank you so much. We can always use that. Let's go ahead and continue battling. We don't get a chance to see their team, which, it sucks. But let's continue on. We're just losing points. We're just not going to get out of Ultra Ball tier this month, are we? We are not going to get out of Ultra Ball tier, which really sucks. As I did say, I think what we're going to do is come next month, we are 100% going to like probably do a live stream of, you know, trying to get into Master Ball tier with something janky and just go with that. All right, so let's just get into the next match here. You know, you don't see as much Misty Terrain on Showdown, so this is like a totally different beast here, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not complaining. It is just wild to see. I'm definitely thinking Nihilego Sandaconda. Dracozolt is also a really, really good mon. And definitely Celesteela in the back. This is just, oof. This may have been a mistake to bring this team. Like, I feel like this may have been a mistake. If this team keeps going bad, we may actually end this team early. You know, not like this team, like this episode early, but like we'll only do like 2 or 3. But it's way too early to have our doubts. It's way too early to have our doubts. I'm just saying because like it's a little ridiculous that we're seeing so much Finny. It's a little ridiculous to see so much Finny because like I'm not even kidding. When I was testing this, I may be seeing like 3 or 4 Tapu Finny. They weren't really much of a problem, but seeing like 2 Finny back to back is a little disheartening. Got really bad feeling about this. All right, let's just jump into this match. You know, I'm feeling really unconfident, which is not good. That's never a good thing. Is feeling, you know. All right, so there's Metagross and Big Boy here. Alright, so this is actually really good for us. This is actually really good for us because we can just hard switch Nihilego here. We're going to hard switch Nihilego here. Because a Stomping Tantrum plus Fake Out is not something we want to deal with. So let's go ahead and swap out Nihilego. Let's bring Celesteela in because Celesteela is our best case scenario. We're going to go for a Glare onto the Metagross. And the reason we're going for a Glare on the Metagross is we're going to do our best to deny it. We're going to do our best to absolutely deny this Pokemon. I don't want to prog its weakness policy because there's a very high chance that it is weakness policy Metagross. And If he does Dynamax, he may max Quake right off the bat, which is also a huge threat that we just want to get rid of immediately. And I don't want to lose Nihilego here. It is way too early to lose Nihilego, one of our hardest hitting Pokemon. Definitely don't want to do that. So we're bringing Steela in. Is he going to Dynamax? We'll see. He actually protects the Metagross, which is a little unfortunate, but hey, it's fine. That's fine. That's a non-issue. I'm perfectly fine with it, but I could see Steela coming, or I could see Finny coming in, right? Here comes Finny, right? Are we calling Finny? If we're calling Finny right here, I'm just going to Dynamax and max Overgrowth. So here comes Zapdos, actually, which is very interesting. It's not unheard of. It's by far and above not unheard of. But let's go ahead and... I really don't want to lose Celesteela here, but honestly, I think Celesteela might be our weak link this match. Which I hate saying. I really hate saying that. Let's go ahead and do this, and we're going to also Glare the Metagross, because I want to get Metagross. I want to get Metagross completely stationary. Alright, Steela handles that like a champ because of the Assault Vest. Sandspit goes up because that way we can chip at everything else. It's a Life Orb, which is also good news, you know, learning all this little bit of stuff. Alright, so let's go for the Glare here. He's going to get paralyzed, which is... That's definitely the plan. That is 100% the plan. Get the full para right off the bat. Super good. Super, super good. Sandaconda is going to be probably one of our key mons for this one. I hope he doesn't Dynamax Zapdos. I really hope he doesn't Dynamax Zapdos, but we're going to go for a Rock Slide. I want to do as much damage as we can to Zapdos. Airstream could be problematic. Airstream could be problematic. There's a couple other ones that could be really problematic. But I definitely think since Celesteela is kind of just going to sit here for a little bit, I want her to be, you know, I want her to be here. Alright, so here comes the Incineroar. That's not ideal because now we're at -2. Sandaconda's not going to do much. We're looking at a potential, like, Dynamax here. He's actually just going to go for the Heat Wave again, which is... that's fine. That's actually super fine. Because we're just going to whittle away absolutely everything. The more we whittle away, the better things are for us. And we're just hitting everything. That's actually really, really good for us. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to protect Sandaconda here. I want to mitigate as much damage as possible. We're probably going to lose Steela here. And as much as I hate losing Steela, I think this is going to be the necessary evil, folks. I think this is definitely the necessary evil is lose Steela here. Because we can handle Metagross, we can handle all this jazz, like, super, super easy. We are Choice Band Dracozolt, so we can start off one or two turns, you know, just hitting as much damage as we can. And, you know, in case we need to, we can just Dynamax, say, hey, there we go. Alright, so we are going to lose Steela here, which it's sad, because I love Celesteela. She's an absolute, like, monster of a Pokemon. But I'd rather get that Zapdos out of here. There's a Flare Blitz coming in. That's perfectly A-okay. So, let's play it this way. Let's bring in Dracozolt here. Let's bring in big Dracozolt here. Now we got to play the game of, is he going to... okay, that's actually really good for us. This is actually really, really, really good for us. Like, this is absolute best case scenario good for us. Because I think what we can do right here is we can max Lightning. Actually, do we want to Max Lightning? No, I don't think Max Lightning is a play here. And then we could just Rock Slide. And hopefully, like, you know, outspeed and flinch the Incineroar. We are possibly going to have a Protect Finny here, which is not idea. It's definitely not idea. It's 100% not idea, but it's something I'm willing to whisk. Willing to whisk? Really, brain? Willing to risk. One day I'll be able to speak English perfectly fine. Maybe I'll get an entire episode in. Oh, this is fine. This is absolutely okay. Metagross is actually probably going to go down here because we are Choice Banded Bolt Beak at 180 stab. I do not think that crit mattered because, as I said, we are banded. He is gone. There's a Flare Blitz coming in. Sandaconda holding on because Sandaconda does what Sandaconda does best. And it just becomes bulky. We do... That's a little unfortunate, but that's not the end of the world. That one is absolutely not the end of the world here. Who do we have in the back? I'm trying to remember who we have in the back. I think it was Nihilego, right? Okay, so we got Nihilego in the back, so we are actually pretty confident here on just going for Incineroar and protecting Sandaconda. You know, just doing whatever we can. Tapu Fini could protect here. Tapu Fini could even Dynamax here. Either one is a very real plausibility. He actually just forfeits, which is good because I did not want to take that one too much longer. And you know, as much as I hate, you know, seeing a forfeit, I would rather see that than, you know, the potential of him getting around and, you know, making it. All right, so let's take a look at their team real quick. Thank God we can take a look at their team. All right. So we got Tapu Fini here, leftover set, which was a very, like, common one. Modest Nature, Moonblast, Common Mind, Muddy Water, Protect, you know. That's your standardized Tapu Fini set, which is, it's a good set. It's a really good set. It looks like, you know, it's your standard spread 2, you know, max HP and everything. I think it's max HP. I have Papa Berry, Wheezing, which is interesting. I would have gone Shucka, Neutralizing Gas, Dazzling Gleam, Will-O-Wisp, Clear Smog, and Protect, which is very interesting to have Will-O-Wisp next to, you know, say, Finny and everything. That does seem counterintuitive, but that's just my personal opinion. I also would have definitely 100% gone Cantonian Wheezing, because Cantonian Wheezing has slightly less weaknesses, and, you know, as I said, Shucka Berry is definitely the key there. Alright, so Porygon 2, Eviolite, which I'm really glad we didn't really deal with Porygon 2. Got Download, you know, Sassy Nature, Recover, Tri-Attack, Shadow Ball, and Trick Room, which is interesting. You don't really see Shadow Ball too often, but I guess that's not a bad idea for, you know, the rising amounts of Spectrier. Potential self-proc of its own Metagross if it's weakness policy, which I'm fairly certain it's going to be. Safety Goggles and Incineroar, which is really good. Impish Nature, you know, it's got great defense and everything. I very much just like Incineroar. Flare Blitz, Fake Out, Taunt, Parting Shot, which is, you know, a really, really good one. Zapdos with Life Orb. So we did see it was Life Orb, thankfully, because that was its own undoing, especially in, like, the sand and everything. Modest Nature, Thunderbolt, Hurricane, Heat Wave, Detect, which is a really, really solid, really strong move pool right there. It's really shameful that it does not get Tailwind anymore. I still don't understand why Zapdos no longer gets Tailwind. I think it's really weird. Alright, so we did see the weakness policy Metagross. That's something I did not want to proc at all, and I'm so glad that we didn't, because Metagross... Oh, it is a Quiet Nature, so that Porygon was definitely going to be a self-proc Porygon. Iron Head, Rock Slide, Stomp, and Tantrum, so... Yeah, that would have been very problematic for us if we let that one get going. Really, really glad that we played the way we did. But that was actually a really interesting team. Really interesting team. Yes, we're going to do one more battle for the day, guys. Hey, we gained, like, no points. No points, folks. Oh, man, I am very tired, folks. I'm going to bed after this one. And I'm really hoping that we can bring, like, showcase Ninjask, because Ninjask is definitely, like, one of the key mons on why why I built this team. So if we go this entire like set, like, you know, the 5 episodes and everything, and not use Ninjask once, I am going to be a very, very, very sad man. But I'm not going to just say, okay, well, we're going to force ourselves to do it, because that's no bueno. Yeah, you do not want to do that, folks. Alright, so opposing trainer has been found. Alright, let's go ahead and go for this. Alright, so this is another speed team. I love to see it. I am speed, I am speed, I am speed. This is definitely a Sandaconda TOGEKISS lead. Alright, this is definitely a Sandaconda TOGEKISS lead. I feel Stila could be decent in the back, but I also want to have Drakazolt's a must. Yeah, we're going to have Stila in the back as well. Because Stila can handle Landers pretty well. We don't have, like, the greatest Landers coverage. We really don't. Some things were made in haste. I've actually considered, you know, if we do a redux of this team, I'm definitely thinking probably Dragovich over Dragazolt. Nothing against Dragazolt, because we've seen Dragazolt's been able to hold its own and do, like, really, 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 really well. But you never know. You never know if one's better than the other. I didn't really try Dragovich, sadly. Then again, you know, we've used Dragovich many times beforehand. I love Dragovich, though. Alright, so Landorus and Noivern. This is okay. This is actually really okay. This is actually really, really, really okay. Because we are going to glare. We're going to glare one of the two. I'm gonna be super safe, probably glare Noivern, and we're gonna immediately Dynamax. And the reason we're going to immediately Dynamax because he's probably going to Tailwind, Rock Slide. If he Tailwind, Rock Slides, that's going to be great. It'll possibly break any Sash, but I definitely want to slow the roll of that Noivern down really quick. He's actually not going to Dynamax because TOGEKISS is actually slower than most everything, so we're probably looking at a potential Sword Stance here. And if that's Sword Stance, we might be in a world of hurt. If it's Sword Stance, we might actually be in a world of hurt, folks. But that's fine. That's fine, because if it's Sword Stance, we can almost guarantee that it is... Oh, you're just going to drop a Draco. Oh, I think you've made a mistake, my friend. Sandaconda handles that. Sandaconda eats that, folks. Sandaconda eats that, and that allows us to have a speed advantage. That really allows us to have a speed advantage, so that's really, really good. Eject Pack, which is not as good, but smart. Oh, that's really smart. Sandaconda is just like, nah, no. He doesn't want to proc our weakness policy. I think that's what it is. He definitely does not want to proc the weakness policy. Then again, I can't blame him. We're going to go for a big glare here, you know, really slow down this Urshifu, which is actually going to go down in this next turn. It's actually 100% going down in this next turn. So let's actually see. Let's actually see if Sandaconda... Or not Sandaconda, if this Landorus is, what do you call it, or Lumberry. It might be a Lumberry. But, you know, we're going to negate Sucker Punch. We're not going to have any kind of those issues. That's right. That's the water one. I can never tell with those guys. I can never tell with those guys. It's not like we could have really done much about it. That's fine. We actually do outspeed Noivern now, I believe. I'm actually 100% sure that we outspeed Noivern now, which is really, really good. Celesteela, we're just bringing in. We're definitely bringing in Celesteela here. Because Celesteela can just, you know, take whatever's coming at us with that fly. Not going to do anything, and we're just going to go bop. We're just going to flash cannon it, get a little bit of boostios. Get our speed. Oh, hi, buddy. You're not what I was expecting at all. This is awkward. You see, I was actually expecting a friend of mine. So let's actually go ahead and get Celesteela out of here. Celesteela is something I do not want to suffer. And we should be able to just max Starfall. We should be able to max Starfall this Dracozolt. Whoops. Whoops. That was a bad call on our end. He's actually going to Dynamax here, which is alright. So if he does go for, like, I don't know, a max Lightning or anything, that's going to proc our weakness policy, and a max Starfall will kill. Like, 100% will kill. God, that is so adorable. I love this little guy. He is very, very cute. So there's a max Lightning. TOGEKISS is going to handle this because, you know, TOGEKISS do what TOGEKISS do best. That's what TOGEKISS do. There's the weakness policy. Goodbye, buddy. Oh, man. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I really don't, because TOGEKISS is a warrior. TOGEKISS has always been a warrior. I love her, or him, sorry. I see TOGEKISS, I immediately think, you know, it's a girl. I don't know why. Even though I've used him, this is the same one I've been using for like a year and a half now. I am so sorry, Spirit. I am so sorry. Alright, so we do outspeed, and we do see it's a jetpack, so it's actually going to go down here. Let's go ahead and Dragon Claw the Landorus just in case it does, like, survive a Dazzling Gleam. This is going to be abs. Okay, so he just forfeits. That's good. So we didn't get to utilize how it was a denial team as much. We didn't really show it was a denial team. But that's unfortunate. But we did really good. We did really good. We managed to pick that one up, you know. You know, it still sucks that we lost our first match, but it's fine. Let's take a look at this guy's team real quick. So it was Muscle Band, which is interesting, you know, compared to our Choice Band. He's actually Adamant Nature instead of Jolly, which ours is, so it's very interesting to see. Bolt Beak, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Pluck. Pluck is interesting. I use Aerial Ace, and, you know, I have Dragon Claw instead of Stone Edge, which I guess that's actually really cool to proc your own Sand Rushes and everything. That's really cool. Landorus, we saw, was actually Assault Vest, so that's actually really good. We could have just paralyzed it and been done with it. Jolly Nature, Earthquake, Fly, Rock Slide, and U-Turn. You know, it's pretty much your standardized Landorus set. Really cool. Primarina, Life Orb, Quiet Nature, Liquid Voice, Aqua Jet, Dazzling Gleam, Hyper Voice, and Protect. It's really, really nice. Tyranitar was the weakness policy. Yeah, we kind of saw that one coming, that Tyranitar almost always has weakness policy. Sandstream, Adamant Nature, probably a super bulky one. I'm not entirely well-versed on, you know, the stat spreads of Tyranitar. Stone Edge, Dragon Dance, Earthquake, and Lash Out, which is very interesting. I would definitely, like, because Dragon Dance is alright. I definitely would say, you know, Protect in case. Just in case it's a little too much for your Tyranitar to handle. But that's just my personal opinion on that. And Choice Scarf Urshifu, so there's a Choice Scarf, but, you know, we kind of negated the Choice Scarf with our Glare. Like, everything about that was just fine. And, you know, it didn't really matter because he did have Aqua Jet, you know, Surging Strike, Close Combat, Thunder Punch. Aqua Jet's a really, really solid, you know, team right there. I often forget that Urshifu does get Thunder Punch. I think that's funny. We did see the eject pack on the Noivern, which is really, really cool. Timid Nature, Frisk, Tailwind, Protect, Air Slash, Draco Meteor. It's not bad at all. I can't really think of much that could be said about this team. It was a really good team. It was a really good fight. Kind of wish that we got to see it to the very end. But I think that's what we're going to do is we're going to end it off here, folks. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like down below. And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. Don't forget to go tune in on Twitch. I am live every single day, or almost every single day. I try to be. Definitely go ahead, drop a follow there. I am going to get out of here. I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, y'all take care and y'all be safe. See you guys next time.